Wednesdays are definitely my busiest day here at PEZ Tutoring, but if you're a parent or student and you're interested in wanting to sign up for a free consultation where we talk about what you're looking for, like your academic needs, the goals you might have long term, and also just what books you're hoping to read or study with someone like me, and definitely just to discuss scheduling and availability, here's what that might look like. This is the back end of it, but I would just send you a link that goes to, if it'll load. Okay, so it'll look like this. So at the time I'm filming this, this is, 2 more days in January. You would just select this and pick a time that works for you, and then pick it. And then when you go to next, you get to fill out just some really quick basic information so that I can get back to you right away. I definitely encourage you to do this. It's what most of my current clients have already gotten to do. Today is Friday, and that means it's an easier day for me, but it's also a very important one because I'm having a parent consultation. That means that a parent has signed up on my online calendar, just like I was showing you a moment ago. These meetings are really important because it allows me to meet you as the parent, and sometimes the student is there too. That's perfectly okay. And during that time, I don't give a test or anything. We just talk about what goals parents and students are looking for, like why they might want to work with me, how many days per week they might want to work with me, and long-term and short-term goals, because that's important. Some people just want to work with me. They want to just try it out and see, like if you're a homeschooler, you want to see like, how is this going to work for us? What can I learn from her? Is she going to help me work through the MCT books and get better at vocabulary and become stronger in grammar and overall just become more comfortable as a writer? Or is she going to help me really long-term? Like maybe we plan differently in the summer, or maybe we're wanting to cover a few books like The Call of the Wild or The Wind in the Willows. We have done those and are still doing those today. What's exciting is that a lot of parents have gotten to find me through these videos, like through YouTube, which I never would have guessed a long time ago when I started making these. But the one I'm meeting today is actually through word of mouth, which used to be the original way. Like a lot of tutors get people from word of mouth, especially if you are a private independent tutor like me. You used to just rely on people in your community. But since I get to work online, there's people I've worked with from all over the world, as you may have seen just through my posts and such. So I won't give away all the consultation questions, because if you want to meet with me, you'll get those anyway, but I will point out a couple. They're on my screen here. Oh yeah, and usually I just meet parents and students through Zoom on this computer, and then all the content like work with is on the bigger monitor. So a couple questions are, what has worked in the past? What did you do in school? What is working, or what hasn't worked? Because I want to know, I need that information. Also, what are the exact results you're looking for? If you don't ask that question as a tutor, you're just going to come up with what you think the student should do, like what you think they should learn. And part of that is kind of your responsibility as the educator. You know really, at least to some degree, what students need, like what they're missing, especially if you give a diagnostic, which I do. But also, I just like to ask the parent and definitely the student, what do you think you're missing? What has been difficult for you when it comes to writing? What is hard about talking about stories? Sometimes students tell you one or two things, the parent elaborates on it, and then I'm able to come up with lessons. But what's happening now is we're in full season with tutoring season, and that just means like the really busy months are usually the first few months of, I guess, the year, and then the last few months of the year. And then summer's a lot lighter, although we're never ever empty. We're always working here at PEZ Tutoring. Some exciting stuff is coming up though. I'm going to be offering I shouldn't say it, it's a surprise, but I can't help it. Okay, I'm gonna be offering I'm not gonna say it. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I'm going to be offering you should be surprised, come on. It's going to be a writing class. Yes, that's right, an actual writing class, like not just one-to-one. This is going to be a group. First, it will be a small group, and then I'm going to allow it to grow a little bit more. More on that later though. Message me if you want to know. And this particular writing class is for homeschool students. But anyway, it's going to be a daytime class, and I'll tell you more about it soon. Okay, it's almost time for the gotta go. Consultation time. Is anybody else just inspired whenever it rains? I'm so glad it didn't rain this morning because it would have ruined tennis, which is another new thing I'm trying. Don't ask me about it, it's really hard. You don't want to hear that. Anyway, you're not here for that. The consultation. Okay, so went great. I really love hearing people's stories about parents will talk about their background a little bit, like what was easy for them, what was hard for them in school. And then they start talking about their students. And so I'll protect the person's privacy just because, you know, but two things that if you're a tutor watching this, let me know if you've heard people talk about this before. And if you are a parent or student watching this video, let me know if you can relate to this. One thing that the parent pointed out was that she felt that her two daughters have been a bit behind with their writing and grammar skills pretty much since because of COVID. Like there was a lot of that loss. What do they call it? The COVID slide, or there's a phrase for it. But anyway, she said it was just like that during those critical years when they were getting, you know, learning to read, learning about what fun books. And now that I think about it, what a sad thing. If children were used to getting their academic enrichment from school, like book fairs and read alouds and all of that, but that was kind of diminished or just like taken away totally just because of having to stay home and learn on the Chromebooks, that really made a difference in their education. And so it starts to matter more in the middle school years when they're having to produce more, write this paragraph, write these essays, read and discuss these chapter books. And all that stuff's really easy and fun to me. But for students who haven't done that, especially when their really deep educational years were disrupted because of a pandemic, that makes a difference. So it's really smart for parents to ask for more help, because she was saying, I want someone else to come in and help, because if they're behind now, they're going to get further and further behind, and nobody wants that. Students don't want that. Parents certainly don't want their sons and daughters feeling insecure about their academics. The other thing was that, oh, this was an interesting point. I can relate to this one. The other thing she pointed out was that they have a teacher who's a bit of a, I guess, a strong personality, and the students are afraid to ask for help. This is a common problem. If you don't always jive with the teacher, you might not be as likely to learn as much from that teacher. And I had a few of those in my day. You probably had teachers that you really liked, and then as soon as you think of those people, you can probably think of that one or maybe two or three who you thought, oh my gosh, they were very unhelpful, they were never available, they were scary, whatever. So that's really what I'm here to do, is just to fill in any of those gaps that kids are missing. But it's more than that too. It's a lot of, let's actually find the joy in these books instead of just checking a box. Let's actually go back and reread what you actually wrote and look through every single sentence and decide, is this what you meant to say? Is this concise writing? Can you think of a better way to say it if it's just kind of meh, you know? If you want to hear more about how PEZ Tutoring works, or hear more about the upcoming writing class, just message me. And most importantly, you should subscribe to the channel, because I make these videos just to let you guys learn how my tutoring services can help you, and also I just make them to get found. So please don't hesitate to reach out. Even if you're looking for something else, I probably know another tutor who can help you if I'm not the one. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.